Yeah, good evening. Good evening once more. My name is Mazes, okay? As you can see, good evening. My name is Mazes, okay? And I say welcome to the street parliament today. I have in the house with me Malam Jamia. Jamia, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So you're welcome. We tried before, but for some reasons your network kicked you out. So quickly, let
Yes,
me
sorry about
reintroduce.
that.
Yeah, let me reintroduce you. I brought you in to have this conversation, street parliament, with me on two issues. One is the raging controversy of the um, Isi-Agu as was used by the APs, and second, which is the most prominent about on those, is the water scarcity in some parts of the north, to the point that people are trekking all the way to Niger Republic in order for them to get water. So quickly, without wasting time, could you explain to us what we are watching or what we are going to see on this video here? So, Jama, let me, sorry, yeah, Jabba, let me stop here.
Can you hear me?
Let me quickly ask you, what are we looking at in this video? Yes, I can hear you. Okay. Um, okay. So you're back again. Can you quickly tell us what we are
Okay, can you
looking
hear
at?
me now?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right. About the video you have seen, it is a village in Sokoto State under local government, which they are having water problem, which I think almost every day women and children have to travel to a neighboring country, Niger Republic, at least 15 kilometers away from the village to go and get water. And according to them, an individual, a person can spend 2 weeks in a queue just for him to get 25 liters of water. So you see, this is something very disturbing in this kind of era that we are. People are still struggling to get water. The villages have no access to good roads, schools, health facilities, and other social amenities. So after seeing some projects by one of the villagers, after seeing the projects that Peter Obi did in the north, so they asked for me if there is a way I can help them to please uh, dig a borehole for them so that they will stop going to Niger Republic every day just to get drinking water. So with that, that is why I decided to make it public and request for people to come and donate money so that we'll be able to construct a borehole for them to make their life easier. So actually, this is the reason why we are soliciting for this assistance to dig the borehole for this. And the population of the villagers is about, I think, 11 to 12,000, and there is no stable potable drinking water. So you see, this is very disturbing.
So in this village in Sokoto, now let me backtrack a little bit. Are you from Sokoto? Did you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Are you from Sokoto?
No, I'm not from Sokoto. I'm from Kebbi State. You know, Kebbi State and
Okay.
Sokoto State is almost the same. But I studied in Sokoto. I studied at Osman Danfodio University, Sokoto. I think I spent around 15 years in Sokoto or something of that nature.
Okay. So the what prompted this was as a result of the borehole dug by P2B in Sokoto, right? The one he dug at the university environment.
Yes, I'm the person that supervised the borehole project. Peter Obi did many boreholes in Sokoto and Kebbi states. So, and I happen to be the person that did the project. So, after doing the project, I posted it on my social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and so on. So, from there, the people of that village, one of them saw it and he contacted me and said, please, I should talk to Peter Obi if there is a way he can help them dig the borehole, which I already uh, channeled their request. But notwithstanding, it is not something that we should be waiting for him to respond. So that is why we just decided to raise funds and dig the borehole for them. And if we are lucky enough, if he responds that he's going to dig the borehole for them, still it is not going to be a waste. They need it because the town is somehow big, so we will use different locations to dig the borehole so that at least everyone will have access to water without traveling distance.
Okay. Now, in these areas, I think because you said the ones P2B did, you are the one that handled it, right?
Yes.
Would you be able to tell? I mean, I will call you the borehole project manager in Sokoto. So how much did one borehole cost?
It depends. Sometimes, what is determining the cost is the depth, the meters that you are going to dig. So it depends on the location. Sometimes you will find out there are some places that you need to dig at least 40 meters, 50 meters, 50, 60, some even 70 meters, depending on the nature of the environment. So that will determine the cost. That is number one. I think in
Mm,
Sokoto, I think they dig each meter around 18,000 per meter. So after that, there are so many things which include concrete, and depending on the type of borehole that you want to do, if it is a tank, solar tank that you want to do, that one will require much amount of money. But if it is this solar pump, this hand pump that you
hand
will
pump,
do,
yeah.
yes, it will not cost more than anything from 2.3 million, let's say 3 million, or something of that nature. As I said, depending on the nature of the environment. Then the solar tank is also depending on the panels that you are going to use. Depending on the number of panels that you are going to use, that will determine how much it's going to cost you. But uh, let's say roughly we can say for manual borehole, you can budget from anything from 2.5 million, 3 million to 3.5, depending on the nature of the environment. While for the solar one, anything from 6 million and above.
Mm. Anything from 6 million and above.
Yes, and above.
Now, this is what the National Assembly has imprinted in the budget, and you're laughing.
I must
Do
laugh
you
now.
know? Do you know how much the National Assembly has actually budgeted for such
They
borehole?
budgeted, I think, around 169 million for a borehole.
So we should give them your contact so that you can help them. 169 million can do how many? Yeah,
So you
it
see,
could do
actually,
20.
the
Yeah.
situation is worrisome. Gaskia. How can you budget such kind of amount of money? Something that you can build school. You can build school with that amount of money, but you'll be budgeted that for a borehole. This is actually, I don't even know how to describe it, but it is quite unfortunate and unpatriotic of them. It is very bad and
If you
unfortunate.
don't know how to describe it, I will just help you. I will say that is criminal. There is
Yes,
no other
that's
ways
the
of
way. Yes,
other way of saying
that's criminal. That's criminal.
it.
It's unfair.
Now, you said that when these people go to Niger, that they can spend 2 weeks to fetch water. I mean, how? Why Niger? Why can't they go to Kebbi? Why can't they go from Sokoto to like the university where the university is inside Sokoto? Why must they go to Niger Republic?
No, it's far. You know, it's a village. You know, there are some local governments in Sokoto State that are neighboring with Niger Republic,
Mm,
like Gada, like
mm.
Ilela, like Sabon Birni. You know, all these local governments are just kilometer away from Sokoto to Niger Republic. Like Gada now, it will be more easier for them to go to that Niger because it won't be more than 15 to 20 kilometers just to enter Niger from that village. But if they should come to Sokoto, it's around 160 something kilometers or something like that. And the reason why they are taking much time to get that water is because, as you can see here in the video, there are many jerrycans. The water that they will be using to drink. Some people that cannot come here, they go to rivers and just fetch the water and use it like that. So they have to wait. And the reason why they even get the borehole is, according to them, it was not initially constructed for the community. It was constructed for the security officers, customs, joint officers that used to stay at the border site. So I think after they left, that is why they are making the use of the borehole.
But I am,
Last time
you know,
that government
I am.
provided water in that community was during Yakubu Gowon's.
Are you still there?
Me, I know their house of reps. I think last time when I was traveling to Sokoto for this project, I met their house of reps at Abuja Airport. I wanted to talk to him about the issue, but I just decided to remain silent because he is very much aware. So there is no need for me to waste my time talking to him about it. So these people are actually
So,
going through a lot, and government is fully aware because there are about 9 polling units. And
well, I hope Jabir comes back because we will need him. You know, if we post this video here, if you look at that vast expanse of land, okay, okay. Thank you very much once more for joining us. You can hear me, right?
yes, I can hear you.
So I'm looking at this video. You know, I'm looking at the background of the video that is playing where we've posted. Some, it appears that some actually come there with camel. No, that's not camel. That's a donkey, right? Some people come with donkey to fetch this water, and this amount of time they take this amount of time, as you said, is as a result of the waiting time in getting water. So people can spend days to be on the queue before they could get water. That's correct. Nigerian network is Nigerian network is really hitting us hard. You know, Jabia was still okay. Did you hear my question?
No, I didn't hear you. Sorry with this
I said
Nigerian.
I said it's about. He said it takes them a couple of days for them to be on the queue here before they could actually fetch water and begin to go back to Nigeria, right?
Yes.
Have you been to this place yourself?
I have never been to this village particularly, but I have been to the local government. But I know many people that have been there.
Your network is really so. People, while we wait for him to join us, now, people, what we can do is to help him. Let's challenge ourselves. I think up to now, he's been able to on Twitter. He's been able to raise about, I think about 1 million plus if everything is fine, and over 6 million is needed. Okay, Malan Jabi.
Yes. Sorry,
Okay,
network.
it's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, what were you saying?
No, I was asking. You, or rather, you were talking about the location that you haven't been there, but you have people there, and you have been to
Yes,
the
I have never
local
been to
government.
the village, but I have been to the local government area. I've been there, and I know so many people from the community, which I think I even worked with some of them. So I got the information through them.
So, for those of you watching, below is the account number. If you want to chip in anything you can in order to support this, because this is humanity at its finest, right? If you want to chip in, and you heard it from him, the boreholes done in Sokoto by Pitobi, he was the one that supervised it. So invariably, what it means, if Pitobi could have his confidence to have supervised those boreholes that you all saw in pictures in the last couple of weeks. Now, this remote village that he has taken it upon himself to help, there is no doubt that he's going to deliver. And I think, Jabir, one of the promises you have to make on this platform is that you must feed us with the pictures as they progress, as the borehole progresses, right?
Yes, definitely. That is, once we commence the project, we'll be providing all the information regarding the project, and we'll make sure that we account everything that people contributed. We'll try as much as possible to be very transparent and accountable in this exercise. And this is not the first time we are doing something like this. We did it in several states, and we accounted for everything we did.
Okay. So now, finally, here, your account number is what is on the screen. That is account name Ibrahim Jabir, account number
Yeah.
308-173-4499. And the
Yes.
account, the bank is the First Bank Limited or First Bank PLC, whichever one. So
Yeah.
that is it there. Now, while I am expecting a lot of people on this platform who are watching us live across the globe, and again, if you wish to ask him any question, please, you can also join the stream if you wish. Again, if you wish to ask any question, you can join the stream and ask him questions, or you drop your comment, however you want to do that. If you want to drop your comment in the chat, or if you want to ask him questions, we can share the link for you to join this stream. The link is on the comment section. You can join, and you make it an interactive session. While he is assuring us, and we will be on top of it to ensure that every single money generated here will be adequately used. Now, on another plank, you did something that has generated controversy on the internet. You were seen, um, you are seen putting on, how do I say that? Putting on an Igbo Isi-Agu. Let me see if I can bring the picture on the screen. And I want to know why you have decided to do this. This is the picture.
Yes.
You actually look very Igbotic. You look like a very, you look, you look so handsome, even better than I can see you now. Maybe the Igbo attire brought the beauty and the handsomeness in you, right?
Yes.
So can you tell us why you decided to dress in this manner?
You know, actually, number one reason is, I love interacting with Igbo people, because I can say 80% of my business partners, they are all Igbos, and I
Mhm.
enjoy, mingling with them. They have never disappointed me. They have never failed me. So I respect them so much for that. I'm the kind of person that uh, love culture, things that has to do with culture. So I'm actually interested in Igbo cultures. So that is why I decided to purchase this attire and just
Well,
and wear it. I've been wanting to buy it, but time is not on our side. But I think last week, after this earpiece saga, and I've seen the kind of controversy, the kind of things that has been happening on social media. So that was encouraged me to even just spare some time, go to market, purchase it, sew it, and and wear it.
Did you sew
And
it yourself or you bought already made?
by tomorrow or next month, whenever I have time, I'm going to buy different colors. I've tried this red. I will buy black one and other colors. Like I will have like 4 sets of this. I will be wearing it.
Hmm. So, did you sew it yourself or you bought it already made?
No, I bought it and take it to my tailor.
So your tailor knows how to make Igbo cloth, or is your tailor also Igbo?
No, my tailor is Hausa. I just
Uh,
I saved one picture from Twitter from one guy. So I showed my tailor, this is how I want it. So that's why he did it the way I showed it to him in that picture.
Excellent. Now, on the controversy that was generated by Allen APs wearing some, adorning some of these attire as they, as for the staff members. How do you feel reading some of the conversations that have gone on Twitter?
You see, it is actually disturbing, the way, some people don't make the best use of their God given brains.
Um,
You see,
Once
Nigerian
more.
attire, and it belongs to Nigeria. What is there? I see nothing bad in using Igbo attire. I see nothing bad in using Hausa attire. I see nothing bad in using Yoruba attire or so. If Yoruba man decided to do it in their own culture, that is fine. Then we should join them in celebration. But you see, the kind of things that are coming, especially from the southwest, is actually disturbing. Like myself now, I had to block one girl, one Yoruba girl on my WhatsApp. She always make useless comments because I used to post Peter Obi and his project time to time on my WhatsApp status. So she always make useless comments. So you see, I don't know what is wrong with people. I don't know what is happening since 2023, since when this Emilocon started, so many things uh, are coming up. Disunity here and there, bigotry, lack of respect, lack of patriotism. So it is actually, in as much as we want to move forward as a nation, we must accept our differences. We must love each other. We must learn how to respect each other. We should use our diversity as a strength for us to have a prosperous country where every citizen will be proud of being a Nigerian, irrespective of their religion or whatsoever. So, seriously, we cannot continue like this.
Now, since you shared these pictures 2 days ago on Twitter, what has the reaction been so far?
Sorry,
I
the
say
question.
since you shared the picture, let me bring back this picture again. Since you shared this picture on Twitter, what has the reaction of Nigerians been with this picture?
Mm, as you can see from 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 thousands of comments, uh, it actually drew the attention of people, you know, and many people that used to make useless comment. I don't think they did it in that comment section. They were all quiet, actually, and I don't think the percentage of negative comments out of 100% of the comment, I don't think it's not up to 10%. So you see, and majority of the handles that are promoting bigotry on social media, most of them they were paid. They were created and sponsored by APC to disunite this country. So majority of the things that you are seeing, there are some that are true, but many of them are sponsored propagandas just for them to use it against people, for them to remove in power position. That is divide and rule. So that is
Mm.
what they have been playing. But the reactions, the comments are always some loving, and actually I felt loved and encouraged. The comment, it is what make me to even think of something like that, and I like it. Yeah.
Apparently, the comments you've been receiving are more from the obedience. Um,
Yes.
if
Even the
you know,
Yorubas too. Even yeah, yeah.
okay.
Let me see. Almost everyone safe. Almost
Has
there's
anyone
some
has
people.
anyone has anyone given you an Igbo name as a result of this?
Yes, I think I
And
have
what's the name?
more than 100 Igbo names.
So which one have you chosen?
Majority of the people, gave me Chukwuemeka and Obinna.
So
I
so which
like
one,
it. I,
so which one do you prefer?
I like Chukwuemeka.
Okay. So it will be fair
Chukwuemeka,
to
I like it the most.
now call you Chukwuemeka, no, Malam Chukwuemeka Jabir.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. It's but now if I do back to the north, have you had any backlash? Has anyone in private or in public questioned why you decided to put on this attire?
Sorry, the network just ceased. I didn't get the question.
Okay, I said since the this picture came out from your
Yes.
brothers and sisters up in the north, has anyone questioned why you chose to wear this?
Yeah, actually, it is not. It is already expected from me because already people knows that I'm a fan of Peter Obi. So they shouldn't be surprised when they see me wearing this. All they are saying is, Igbo now own me. I'm an Igbo. That is what they have been saying. So so it is nothing, and many
That
people like it, even the
they're saying
Hausas
that
too,
Igbo now own
and
you.
many people that are not even supporting my political party, they like it, and this one attracted them to even develop interest in joining our movement. Because from yesterday to today, I think many people that we spent, I think, months without talking, they contacted me that Jabir.
Uh, network again. It is, I mean, for many of you joining me now, okay, many of you joining, I said thank you very much for joining us. It's been my conversation with Malam Jaber. Okay, let me see. Malam, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, so you can see from the comments section here that a lot of people are also commending you for what you have done. You have well done, Malam Javier. You are doing a great job in the north with Pio. So you can see that these comments are also encouraging a lot of people uh, on your side. So what's your
Yes.
message to young Nigerians? Because sometimes the things one reads on social media leaves one to think that you know this election has really divided Nigerians like no other time. Do you agree with that assertion?
I am very much agree. I agree because you see, one of the problems, one of the things that brought problem in this country is that Emiloko. It's a very stupid. Sorry to use this word. It's a very stupid mentality. How is that your turn to rule people? Just use your common sense. Just use common sense. by saying it is your turn. How is that your turn? So since when they started using that word for campaign, I'm telling you the problem of bigotry started. There was
But
bigotry, but it is not as much as the way it is now.
so what you're saying is that since the advent of the Emilokon adventure, that the bigotry has sewn trousers and boxers and entered the market square.
Everything, even the what agbada. So, wallahi, it is worrisome, and it is
Mm.
everywhere. I'm telling you, Tinubu disunites this country beyond their expectations.
And
Wallahi, he disunited this country.
elders like Bayo Ononuga, what do you have to say to them?
You see, insulting elders is not good, but that person is a very useless person. Person like Reno blocked me. That shameless man. Daniel
Mm.
Boala too. He also blocked me because whenever they said something, especially Reno Emoku, he used to make comments about northern Nigeria, and I used to go against it because I know he is lying. So
Mm.
once they realized that, they all blocked me on their Twitter handles. So you see, those kind of people, me, I'm even pitying their children because how can you be so irresponsible to come to social media spreading bigotry, defending lies and propaganda, which is very unfortunate from someone, you know, someone that is about to reach 50. Reno is already 50, while Onaniga is 60 and above, getting to 70, and still you are not responsible. So you see, this is actually worrisome. It's actually worrisome and disturbing.
If you are talking about Reno and talking about Boala, what do you then have to say on El Rufai's son, the one in the National Assembly?
You know, Bello, I know Bello, you know, I know him. Uh, but I don't want to, well, let me see. I don't want to make comments sometimes uh, with regards to him because apart from knowing him, majority of the people he is working with are people that I personally know. Most of his special advisors are people that are even close to me, and he knows that yes, I'm an obedient. So we have that mutual respect between me and him. I respect him, and he so much respecting me. That is why sometimes on social media you can never see me dragging some people, not because I cannot drag them or what, but personally offline we have uh, a very cordial relationship, which anything that I think I need to see on social media, since I have access to them, so I used to pass that information to them directly instead of coming to the social media and see it.
Mm. Okay. But there is this rumor and the flyer that has been on the social media since yesterday that Peter Obi is going to run with his father in 2027 and his
I've
father as
seen it.
vice president. So you've seen that flyer. What comes to mind when you see something like that?
You see, what I want, I always tell people in politics. Number one, you must learn how to control your emotions. It's very emotional intelligence is very important in politics because there are some things that don't deserve comment, and there are some things that deserve comment. And even the things that deserve comment, there's a time for the comment. It is not by seeing something that you will just make comment. You have to think before making that comment. And you
Mm.
don't you don't force people to like or to support what you are doing. So after seeing that poster on social media and seeing the kind of comments people are commenting, I was like, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
It's saying that says you can you can You can match with your enemy for you to achieve a common goal. And in politics, there is no permanent enemy. And in politics, a real politician is making the use of any available tool to win election. Example now, like this previous election, APC they use Muslim ticket. Everyone knows that this Muslim ticket has nothing to do with Islam and Muslims. We have been saying this. They are just they just use it because they know people are attached to their religion, you know. So that's why they capitalize on that. So not because they are working for religion, for Islam or what or whatsoever. That is not that's not the truth. They only capitalized on that. So this Erupai and Malam Nasib, if it happens to be true, I will support it because the reality is that if you come to the northern Nigeria now, Nasir El-Rufai is one of the politicians that people respect so much beyond their expectations. Because if you should line up 10 politicians now in the north and you bring El-Rufai, I think many people will go for El-Rufai. So
Are
that's the
you?
reason why I
Do
said
you? Do you? Do
in
you mean?
politics you can merge with your enemy for a common purpose, and in politics politicians they make the best use of any available alternative or available resources to achieve their goal. In as much as Peter Obi will be the head, me I don't have problem with that. I will support it because anything that Peter Obi support, I will support it because I know the kind of person he is. Yeah.
Do you think? You said something now that Malam El-Rufai is one of those respected in the north.
That's
Do you
true. You can
think?
ask anybody.
Do you think it is um, respect, quote unquote, or that he is one of the Muslim fundamentalists, quote unquote, who are, because after Buhari, um, he basically, as a governor, drove some actions and drove some narrative that endeared him to those, quote unquote, core Muslim northerners. And in this case, he appeals to them as their leader who has taken over from Megaskia. Do you think that's the case?
Sorry, the network skipped. I didn't get the complete question.
Okay, I think my question is very simple. Do you think Malam El-Rufai is accepted in the north, or Malam El-Rufai is accepted in the north by core Muslim fundamentalists?
Mm, you know, one thing with Europa, he is very smart. He's very smart. He knows what people want, so he always, make sure that he capitalize on that thing. That is why I say politicians are capitalizing on things. So he also, since he knows everything, he knows what Northerners want and don't. So he always try to impress them in things that they want. Like whenever something happen, national something, he'll just come to national TV and start saying they are the Northerners, they are protecting the dignity of Northerners, this and that. So people will just this guy is he love North, something like that. So that is what he uses. He's very smart. So he's making the use of that weakness, people weakness, to have their support or attention.
So do you think well, obviously you've said that the north would accept him, but my question to you would be, what is your perception regarding the movement of P2B in the last couple of weeks in the north, where he's been commissioning borehole, meaning that this borehole has been going on, the drilling of this borehole have been going on for a very long time. As a northerner and as a young northerner, What do you think is the perception of the North in the move that Peter Obi is now making in northern Nigeria?
I can assure you what Peter Obi is doing is currently yielding a positive outcome. Because from last month, from March to this April, the kind of people that contacted me about joining Peter Obi's movement, I've never imagined, I've never expected them to even come near to this movement. Many influential people, because they were taught lies about Peter Obi, and now they are saying otherwise. And anybody that knows me, right from my university days, anybody that knows me, he knows that I will never support rubbish. Even if we are from the same house, I can never support your rubbish. So by people saying that I'm consistent in what I'm doing, that's what even brought many people to join the movement. Because I can tell you, if you cannot, I don't know if you notice some new Hausa handles on Twitter. I
Mhm.
brought hundreds of people to Twitter, Hausas, young people on Twitter, just for them to be promoting Peter Obi. So people are actually realizing that Obi is the right candidate that can only solve our problem, because many of the politicians now, they take politics as career, somewhere to make money, while Obi is not the case. Obi is a wealth creator. Obi has been saying he wants to move this country from consumption to production. Obi has been saying he wants to fight corruption, and Obi is a clean person, because if let's say Obi has any case, any questionable, Obi has questionable integrity or any corruption case, they'll have exposed him by now. So there is nothing that they can do to stain his white, and people are now realizing that, and people are also ready to support whatsoever he is doing. Even today, I can tell you, someone very influential contacted me. It's a young guy just like me that he wants to join Obedient Movement. Many people, I can tell you, there is no day since when Obi started this, there is no day that people will not contact me and say that they want to join Obedient Movement. And they are seeing what we are doing. We are doing, so many humanitarian activities which their politicians are not doing for them. So this is actually bringing more people. Our force is getting more stronger and stronger. And if we can keep on doing what we are doing now, I can tell you by 2027, we don't have too much waste of our time, energy, and resources in campaigning, because we are already getting what we want.
So, why do you think in 2023 this same message, even when during the campaign a lot of work was done in northern Nigeria, why do you think that message didn't stick at that point? Is it that it is a northern thing that someone must come and do some humanitarian activities for them before they can believe the individual? Did you hear that?
Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
I said, why do you think in 2023 that same message that was taken to northern Nigeria did not sink in until now that he has come to do some humanitarian project for them?
Okay, you know, 2023. Sincerely speaking, we made mistake. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening to you.
We made mistake because let me tell you the truth. Majority of the people in Labour Party, they work against the party.
Sure.
That's the reality, because many of the state chairmen of Labour Party, they worked for APC. That's one
Mm.
of the major problems we have. And majority of the people that chaired the campaign, they invested the money in things that were not usable. Like, how can you go and spend 10 million, 20 million on Channels TV? How many Northerners are watching Channels TV? But if you should use physical activities with that 10 million, you will touch so many lives. And that will also help you. Those people will be your ambassadors. They will spread the message. Not wasted money on things that are not relevant. Most of the people, you know, that joined the movement, they were not real politicians. They were just eager to be part of the system without knowing the due process, how it is done. Politics is very, very local. You have to reach out to the people, let people see you. So that is when they will take you serious. How many even
That's
people
why.
get night to watch TV? How many people get data? That's the reality. So how many people are even watching TV in when people are battling with hunger, no electricity? How many the majority of the voters, they don't even have time to watch news when someone is battling to look for what to eat.
Mm,
So you see, these are one of the problems.
fair
we
point.
we
Now,
didn't use the resources in the right way,
in rounding up,
and
I would
also
say,
majority of the people of the Labour Party people, they work against the party.
okay, thank you very much. In rounding up here, what is the average northerner feeling in the north right now regarding Tinubu and his government? Oh, um, my guest is gone once more. Thank you once more for joining us. Having a one-on-one conversation with Malam Jabir. Now, for those of you who, okay, I'll be bringing him back in now. But for those of you who are just joining us, please, by all means, um, there is this community in Sokoto at the borders of Sokoto and Niger. That community, the elderly, the young, children, and they trek about 15 kilometers into Niger Republic to fetch waters for them to use. The intention here is that the gentleman on the screen has volunteered to dig borehole for these communities. He is the one that has handled the boreholes that was dug in Sokoto State by His Excellency Mr. Pitobi. So here I plead with us to support his action. Now, amount needed is over 6 million plus, but nothing is too small, especially those of us in the diaspora. If there is anything you can chip in, you can chip in. Even those of you who would watch, who would eventually watch this stream, once we are done, you can still help. As they say in England, Tesco, every little helps. If you can help in your own little way, please by all means do. The account number is on the screen. Account name is Ibrahim Jabir. Account number is 3081734499 and bank is First Bank PLC. So Malan Jabal, before I let you go, what I was asking you is how does the North feel now that they have voted APC and in particular Bola Ahmed Tinubu after having played a Muslim ticket, thought that many of the arguments then was that if they give an Igbo man the
Okay.
presidency, he will divide Nigeria. How does the North feel now? And especially you and many of you as young Northerners.
So uh, the situation, it doesn't require much explanation, because people have realized that they were used and dumped. So they are already regretting, and they are cursing the people that instructed them to vote for this Muslim. Because most of the clerics, Islamic clerics, imams that preached for this Muslim, they are now crying. So everyone is now crying. They are regretting. They are cursing Tinubu every blessed day, because Most of the people in multidimensional poverty in this country, are from the northern part of the country, and they are the people that voted. Or let me say, nobody even voted for Tinubu. I can tell you, they rigged this election. So after rigging, instead of them to do the right thing, they are now doing anyhow, and people are ready to vote him out. I can tell you, people are even eager for 2027 to come to vote Tinubu out, because
But
if you look at
2027 is
the
still a
way
long time. A lot
he
of
is
things
running
can
this
change.
government, it's like I don't even know what is wrong with him. Is it cluelessness, or is just deliberate action? So people are eager, patiently. Told me they regretted not voting for Peter Obi in 2027 to campaign and vote for 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 Peter Obi. So Tinubu, can assure you, Tinubu will not go back in 2027, no matter what is going to happen. Vote against him.
But 2027 is still a very long time. It's 3 years far ahead.
It's just
Tinubu,
like tomorrow, time and steady, slow
but
and steady win the
if he
race.
changes, and begins to do the right things, don't you think that people may forgive and forget?
No, he has already shown his true color. Nobody will trust him again. Nobody will trust him again. I can see someone's comment.
Yeah, but some
So
people, yeah,
it's no
some
matter
people
of
are,
it's no
yeah,
matter of
can you respond to
him,
that comment?
Tinubu is
Can you
not
respond to
is
that
not
comment?
was not the right candidate. He just forced himself by using some unpatriotic people. Because if you look at the appointment now he gave in the north, they are very useless people. He just compensated them. Look at this state minister of defense, Matawale, very useless guy. He felt as a governor. How can you give that person with no education such sensitive office?
Yeah,
So you see,
but he
nothing
helped in
has
the
known that
region. He helped in
nothing
the
has
region. That's
realized
why
that
he's still
Tinubu,
rewarded.
he just used and dumped them, because most of the people that are supposed to be that are supposed to be in the government to contribute for the betterment of the north, they are not in the government. Look at Atiku Bagudu, the former governor of Kebbi State. Look at State Minister of Water Resources. He's from Sokoto, State Minister of Water Resources. But many people, even in the state capital, they don't have access to water. So you see, Tinubu is in trouble in the north. They will massively vote against him, and I can tell you, Tinubu is not going to be the. He is not going for second term. Just put this at the back of your mind. You will remember this conversation.
Well, nothing guarantees that when 2027 comes in, that narratives will no longer be pushed. That if you give an Igbo man power, he's going to divide Nigeria. That all manner of garbage will be heard,
No,
and
that's
sadly,
propaganda, and people. I've told you.
people will believe
I've
it.
told you. No, it's propaganda, and people just realize that it is just a propaganda, because there is nothing. There's only one thing that APC will see and people will believe them, is when they say uh, there is God. That is the only thing that people will believe from APC. But I can tell you, wallahi, nobody will ever trust or believe what APC will say. And how can a reasonable person agree that an evil man will divide this country? Just common sense. We are already creating awareness, and we thank God people are waking. People are seeing the reality now. I can tell you this. Just look at the videos, this Ramadan tour that Peter Obi is doing. Some videos that we used to take, asking people randomly, about their thought about What we will need to do is just for us to keep on doing what you are doing. I can assure you, as I said, much to waste much of our strength, and resources for campaign. Tinubu is
Mm.
already campaigning for us.
I said Tinubu is already campaigning for you. Why are
Yes,
you why are you so certain that Tinubu is already campaigning for you?
ha, he is killing people now with hunger, poverty. You
Mm.
see, hunger is everywhere. People begging. Me, I don't even know how to describe the situation because it's worrisome. There are some people that cannot afford a single meal in a day.
Yeah, but the
So you
most
see,
but the people in
insecurity.
the north,
Farmers now, how much is
yeah, but the
fertilizer?
people yeah, but the people in the north have governors. The governors, like one of the state governments now, when you are supposed to use this money to do the things for your citizens, you use them to sponsor them to go to Mecca. How does that help anyone? Does that add
No,
value?
that thing has nothing to do with Islam. I can tell you, it's just politics. That had subsidy. Anybody that is supporting that is an ignorant of Islam. Because in Islam, it is better you feed a hungry person than to build even a mosque. It is more important to give food or water to a hungry person than to build a mosque in Islam. So subsidizing Hajj is very, very useless while farmers are here struggling to buy fertilizer. Fertilizer is very expensive now.
Yeah, but
For
most of the
tripod,
states,
6,000. How
yeah,
many farmers can buy?
yeah,
If
but
you are
most
to
of them are
cultivate one
doing it.
hectare, you are expected to apply like 10 fertilizers. Just imagine for 6,000 times 10. Majority of the Nigerian farmers in the north are subsistence farmers, which they only cultivate to feed themselves and the members of their family. So you
Mm.
see, people are in trouble. Farmers don't have access to farm inputs, insecurity, hunger, naira has no value, things like that. So you see, that's why I said Tinubu is already campaigning for us, and I can assure you will defeat him, hopefully by the special grace of God.
Well, don't be too sure. On that note, I say thank you very much for joining me, and use the opportunity once more to say thank you for joining me, Ibrahim Jabbar. And once more, the project that you have decided to undertake, for those who are joining late, let's play the video once more. And this is in this community in Sokoto. These young children, parents, elderly, travel from Nigeria to Niger Republic to fetch water. Therefore, the idea here is to drill a borehole close to this community in order to spare them the agony of going this distance. My guest here, Ibrahim Jabbar, is the one that has undertaken most of the boreholes done by His Excellency Mr. Peter in Sokoto State. He's not a newbie in this field. Now he wants to go beyond what has been done and want to do this. And a lot of people have really contributed. I saw the screenshot you shared on Twitter. And if you don't mind, finally, before I let you go, you can speak to that, how much needed, how much already people contributed for this project.
All right. I think as I told you from the beginning of the conversation, we'll be needing like 6 million, 6.1 or 6.2 for the project, and so far we have 1,126,000 point 57 kobo.
So 6 million is needed, and as of the moment is 1.2. Just put it that way. That so it's still a long way to go. Nothing is too small, even if it's 5, 10, 15. It doesn't matter any amount. But let's show our humanity. Let's show our humanity. Jaber, your final word before I let you go.
So What I want to say is, please, we should try as much as possible to avoid any form of bigotry. We should learn how to accept our differences as Nigerians. So we should make use of our diversity to move the country forward. Because if you look at countries like China, like India now, they are more diverse than Nigeria. So look at how they are doing marvelously okay. They are making use of their diversity, not because they don't have problem, but they know how to manage their problems. So the same thing will apply to Nigeria. Like in the West, we have and so on. While in the east, we have people, Igbos, they are good in business, they are world creators. While in the north, we are farmers. You see, so things like this. So if you can make the best use of this difference in diversity, I can tell you Nigeria will be a prosperous country, a conducive atmosphere for every citizen to be proud of being a Nigerian. Because many people now they are going while trying to looking for greener pastures. Many people don't even want to identify it as Nigerians. Many people are even looking for citizenship from other countries due to the bad leadership and so on. So please, we should try as much as possible to be good ambassadors of our religion, of our ethnicity, and whatsoever, so that we can come together and save this country from the current hardship.
Thank you very much for joining me. On that note, I will say good night to you. Thank you
Th-
and
Thank you.
wonderful.
Thank you for hosting.
Thank you.
All right.
So many of you who are just joining me, it's been my Saturday Street Parliament. Join me again on the comment section is where we have the uh, the link for you to join. Now, in this segment, it is time for us to discuss whatever that bothers you. The young man you've seen and watched joined me from all the way from Sokoto. Again, as we do it, always here. And when Buhari told us that APC has taken Nigeria from top to bottom, we didn't believe him. But now a lot is.
ABC, Nigeria, Nigeria, from top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom.
So we are indeed gone from top to bottom. We are indeed gone from top to bottom. On the first of the month, I did not have a show where I wished you happy new month. And many of you, titers on this platform, you have not also wished me happy new month. But I'm going to wish you happy new month in a very, very special way. As on your door. So, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I see the comment, keep the comment coming. Nigeria now is like Sapele Road. The Sapele Road. When the road is broken, the governor of Edo State would go in that road and put in very large billboard and say that this road is a federal road. It is not a state road. And you're watching, seeing how politicians are abdicating their duties. And one of my good friends goes there and the Sapele Road confuses him. He says, this Sapele Road will not fit go front, will not fit go back. What is happening in Sapele Road?
5 days it is Sapele Road. I know go back, I know go front. I know Girima to go back. I know Girima to come. The road you don't support. The people ask, I know Girima to open the road. While I tuma, no back, no foot, nothing, nothing. Government no look at the people. What you call government be this? I beg government, the beg pays.
The man was saying the way it is. The wahala is too much. He can't go front, he can't go back. Nigerians appear to be stagnating. Nigerians appear to be stagnating. Those who are speaking, they've been asked to do what? To off their mic, to zip it.
That is okay. But let me explain. No, it's okay. It's okay. Let me explain. It's okay. Now. It's okay. You must not allow the two children to have the budget every year.
And even those that have not offed their mic, some of them want to speak, but they cannot spook, and they cannot spark, and they cannot elucidate.
Today, I want to declare without equivocation. Sorry, please.
Yes, today you want all of us, we have to declare without equivocation and anyway, let's Tinubu. So Tinubu is also not willing to equivocate and pontificate, but no matter what, the whole thing is tiring. But, well, we might go to Anambra, the man who is coming to London next week, to ask him, Oduheje?
In Igbo, ibe na Nigeria, ibe na obodo Igbo, oye mean, oya bụ Benjamin, Ben, ja, oya bụ Benjamin.
Okay, everything is making sense. Because we cannot speak, because Nigeria has gone from top to bottom, because we cannot equivocate, now we know why the whole problem is there, because it's Benjamin. When we pay here, we die here. But nonetheless, we have powers. So many powers we have, and these powers.
I have so many power. Le Baduse play Lamante. I have Abido Sheka. I have never touched those ones. I have the Bus Kabash. Yes. I have Ganduka Gandusa. Mbeg Iwalonios.
In fact, all the powers, the grammar is too much. We haven't even brought in the one who speaks too much grammar. There is one who can confuse your brain with grammars. Why are we all saying? Nigeria, we may have to find a cure. And that cure might lie in this, my brother from Niger.
Today, I want to declare without equivocation.
My brother, do not bite your tongue. You cannot declare, you cannot equivocate. Do not bother yourself.
Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum.
Okay, you are postulating, you are obfuscating from the dictum, right? So stop the postulation. No matter what, there is also the possibility that when you look at these things the way they are not, some people will begin to behave like when someone gets drunk in a club, everything turns into Cinderella. Understand?
You look like Cinderella. Look at the flower. Or this one is called butterfly. Butterfly. Butterfly, butterfly. 1, 2, oh.
Butterfly. And even Tinubu will not approve of. So Tinubu, even Tinubu, in everything, the way things are working out, will not approve of this. But nonetheless, it is a fantastic Friday, Saturday, and I say to you, thank you for everyone who has been my guest this evening. It's a Saturday street parliament where we talk about serious issues with an element, an iota of humor. We are going to be calling it a day. Join me tomorrow, Monday, and we have a lot coming your way. I am still your host, Mazes. Okay. I say to you, good night. Buhari said that we have come from top to bottom, but I can assure you that we may eventually find our way out if we keep and stop digging.
ABC, Nigeria, Nigeria, from top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom.
It's what I say, don't stumble it. I'm a little water.